What up guys, Sokar here with episode 19, and today I just, actually I was just gathering some dogwood here, and 3 of those trees actually grew while I did it, so it's working great. And as you can see, we're actually stockpiling quite a lot of it. And talking about wood, we, as you all know, we have new planks, which means that a project in a not too distant future will be a wood farm. Hopefully, I really would hate to do this method again, like 3 or 4 times for all the trees. I'd hate to do that, so I'm thinking we will be doing something a bit more elaborate, and we'll probably put it there, further down this way. But that'll have to wait because we still have a spider farm to finish. But first, I'd like to show you 2 small changes. I try to use the dark planks here. I'm not liking it too much, but it's kind of hard to tell if it fits or not until we get the stairs and the half slabs. I'm kind of hoping that they won't leave this one dangle for a long time, and that they'll get the stairs and half slabs in there in 1.3. But you never know, I might just switch it back if I get impatient. And also the ceiling, I have done upside down stairs all along the lines now, and it really adds that extra bit of definition. For now I think this is how we're gonna do the ceiling. I might make some patterns and stuff in there if I get bored at some time, but yeah, let me know what you think. Oh, and also by recommendation of a lot of people, well, a lot of people being a few friends, but still, noticeably Asumovoid, I opened a Twitter account, and basically all that's gonna be doing is tweeting whenever I do an upload. The reason for it is I've had quite a few people tell me that some of my videos doesn't appear in their feed, and if you use Twitter, that's just a little nice way that you'll be able to see when I upload. I won't make it send anything else. Basically, it will only say when I've uploaded something, or maybe even favorite it, because I don't favorite a lot, and that way you guys will see if something really special is up there as well. So yeah, if you have Twitter and you like my videos and you want to make sure that you always catch the next video, go and what do they call it? Follow me there. Yeah, go check it out. But anyway, let's enough with the talking and small changes. Let's get down to the spider spawners and get to work. Alright, so here we are. I had, again, as like I said, I haven't done anything really since the last episode, but the things that I'm thinking will be changing today as well. Of course, we'll add the third spawner, and hopefully we'll get some sort of room going. I don't know if we'll have time to do the aesthetics, but I'm hopeful. Also, we need to, I'm thinking we should extend that water tunnel there, not because it's necessary. I know that that's not the case, because as you can see, for them to actually get there I would have to stand here. Oh, and I'm on peaceful, so we don't have to listen to them, by the way. But if you stand here, basically in very few cases they might be able to screw with it. So yeah, we should do that, and take the lessons learned from last time and go here and prepare for them immediately, because well, actually, yeah, actually, you know what, I think I just got a great idea for what we're gonna do with the lighting system, but I'm gonna surprise you with that. So anyway, we need to figure out the water stream here, and I don't think I did this in any of the in the last video in any of the rooms, so I'll do it this time. So firstly, we will need to, well, you know what, actually we're just gonna close this off, because that way we will know that the stream that we're making is gonna work. Alright, so if we do it like this, and we'll have to figure this part out as well. But I think this is a really good way to doing it. We'll do it this way, and then they will glide down here. And we need to figure out... Okay, so this source block was actually up here, which means it's the source block right there we need to take into consideration, and that's... Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna do it like this. Whoops, not like that. We're just gonna have a go at it and hope that we do it right. And I need some more water. Wow, that was dangerous. I have actually done this quite a few times now. You know, where you dig out the block that you have the main sign on, and basically the way I built the signs is if you pull like that one down right there, they'll all fall. It's stupid, I should do it some other way, but I don't know, I just like it that way. Alright, so as we can see, that wasn't ideal, but I've still water there, which means that putting the sign one more back will be perfect. So there, put in the water, and if we go look in our tubing, okay, that's not perfect actually, but if we put it there, I'm pretty sure that this is gonna go into the block instead, and we don't want that. So I think this is the way we're gonna do it. It doesn't really matter either way, because as you can see, the flow is still flowing in, so the spiders won't have any trouble. And again, the water is more for gliding purposes, as they don't actually obey the water streams anyway. So it's actually more for getting the spiders to glide, so they don't have a solid footing, which makes them able to react faster and get stuck easier. If they glide along, the momentum will usually push them through. God damn it! Through the tunnels, which is a good thing. Alright. Seems like I might be heading back to the base now, because it could look like we're running out of lumber. I'll just have a quick look here. Yep, I'm going back to the base. Anyway, I'll finish up the signs here, and maybe I'll put in the glass as well, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, we are getting closer. As you can see, the water channels has been completely fixed. All the water is leading to the right point. It is a bit trivial, since, as I said quite a few times now, spiders, they kind of ignore it once they actually follow you. But still, as you can see, there's this little block in here, and there's a good reason for that. As you can see, the room is completely filled with still water, and there's a good reason for this. A lot of people, well, not a lot, but quite a few, told me that, you know, I needed to make the drops shorter or the mobs would lose HP. So what we're gonna do is test and see if my idea for that not happening will work or not. We gotta remember that a spider can spawn like up here and fall, but nope, it seems like if we do it this way, there will be no trouble. And again, there won't be any problems with them, because if they spawn over here, that's right, I actually believe if they spawn here, they'll be so far away they won't see us. But as soon as that spider moves around a little bit, like, and gets to about here, it'll spot us, and it will race as fast as it can towards this and just run in. At least that's what I reckon will happen. We will have to test it. And the reason I'm using a glass is because I am thinking that we'll make, like, the room that we'll be standing in will be like this, will be the corner of the room, and then we'll have it expanded this way and that way, and then doing it like that. All of this back here is going to be covered, because there's going to be a wall here, and then we'll have a maintenance access where we can just go in and have a look and check if everything works. That way it will be much easier, and the way we'll prevent mobs from spawning is just the typical half slab half slab trick where we just half slab the whole room, and that way we'll have easy viewability of our spawners and their efficiency, and if things change in the future we can easily see what's going wrong. And yeah, it's just, I think that'll work a lot better than my old solution. And I just gotta make sure that I do this right. Alright, so we need to bring it to there. I don't know if I have enough glass. If I don't, I'll have to run back again. You guys know me by now. I always think I come prepared, and then I start doing things, and then it turns out that I couldn't be any less prepared if I tried. Yeah, I definitely do not have enough glass for this. Not on me anyway. But I have made sure to have a huge stockpile back at home. So yeah, I'll go grab that, cover it up, and then we'll see if it works. So let's have a look and see if everything works the way we want it to. Just switch it directly to hard. And since we know those two works, oh, I forgot to expand that. I'll have to do that. But because we know that works, let's just have a look and see if this one over here works. It's kind of dark and hard to see in there because it's dark, obviously. Come on, it's spinning faster. There we go, three of them, and none of them seem to have noticed me yet. Let's see if moving about does anything. Nope. Okay, one guy has seen me. A lot of them have seen me now. Alright, so let's see. 4 guys, and they are just running, storming. Like, did you see that? That's what I meant. Because they don't have a firm footing right here, instead of really just hitting the wall here, they kind of glide easily to the side. You see that? That's why we need the water. But yeah, so the third spawner definitely works. I'm kind of unsure if more testing will be required. Actually, I'm thinking I should really fix that over there. But at the same time, I really want to see if this one over here works, because like I mentioned, hang on a second here. Just make these guys shut up. Like I mentioned, I have tried building this in creative to see what worked and what didn't. And this spawner right here seemed to be the one with the biggest problem of the spiders drowning. So I'm kind of wondering if it'll have the same problem in with this new design, because back then I didn't test out, you know, giving them more waterways to run on. Back then I kind of remember if they spawn close to the window, they would see me in midair, and it's sort of like when you see them spawn, they kind of have one movement just before they fall, and that momentum can carry them. And then my theory was that because of that, if they spawn close enough to the window and they'd see me, they would be able to catch the window before falling all the way down. So I'll have to have a look out for that. Did a spider? Yeah, see, that's the thing. In this over here, spiders can actually get too far away. Whoa, shice. Wow, that caught me totally off guard. Heartbeat. Good to know that I have it. So how many have we got so far, actually? 36. That's not half bad. That's actually pretty good. Anyway, I'll just do this now. I'm getting tired of them. I know, I should kill them, but really? As you can see, the sword is getting mighty weak as well, and oh my god. I'm gonna have to go get some goddamn diamonds soon. I've used all my diamond almost on these damn things. They're so goddamn terrible when they're not enchanted. Anyway, I've been talking a lot here. I'll fix this up right there, and I'll see if I can come up with a way of fixing that in there, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, I have fixed all the redstone stuff now, basically. We only need the lamps, basically, to do the the lighting system, but I have figured the rigging out, you know, of the pressure plates and the lever. And also I have used a monostable circuit that's a bit different from the one I used last time, so I'll share this first. It's basically, I saw this on Ethos Lab way back in the day when he did his scoreboard thingy. I don't even remember anymore. But basically, you can see it work here. When you switch something on, you get a quick pulse. When you switch it off, nothing happens. Pretty nice, and it's much smaller than the one I had before, so that's really nice. But yeah, let's start with the light switch. Basically, it's an AND gate. I could probably do it more compact, but this is just the solution I have for right now. Basically, while these two torches are on, this torch is off. So until those both get turned off, we won't have any output to what will be the lights, both in the maintenance. Well, no, actually, it won't be in the maintenance room. It will be in the traps only. So that's actually going to be quite difficult to rig up. You know, getting the power to all the spawners. But I'll figure that out once we get the lamps. But anyway, so the system builds on, you know, the lever being one of the torches and the pressure plates being the other torch. And once you activate both of them, it turns on. If you switch the lever off, it switches off. If you walk off, it turns off. And it's pretty fast reacting too. Holy shit! So yeah, that works like that. It's pretty simple, pretty sleek. And as always, I will have this little maintenance room here. I should probably light it up though. So yeah, anyway, that's the light switch. The other one here is the crusher. I'll just quickly demonstrate that. What happens is a piston below this block pushes this block up first, cutting off any new spiders from coming into the trap. And then this block gets pushed in and crushes them, as you can see right there. And it's gonna stay shut for just long enough that all the spiders goes down to half a heart, so you can hit kill them. And then when you want more in, you just switch it off and new spiders can come into the trap. So anyway, to just quickly we'll go over the circuit. I just showed you the monostable circuit, which is basically this thing here. But the signal from the lever cuts off both into the monostable circuit here, but also off into the shut-off, so this obeys the lever position at all times. This is needed because we don't want the monostable circuit to turn off the shut-off. Then what happens is the monostable circuit will provide a pulse, which goes into this RS knowledge / timer. I'll give you a quick gist of it, but if you need an in-depth explanation of how this works, I will leave an annotation to my arrow farm. Simply go to like near the end of it, where I build it and explain how it works. But what happens is you put power to this block, switches this torch on, switching that torch on, which in turn keeps this torch off. That's like the RS knowledge. That means that power will be provided to all these pistons. No pistons, what am I talking about? Repeaters, until the last repeater gets powered, at which point that torch turns off again, resetting the RS knowledge. And what happens at the same time is that while this torch is on, it will provide power to our crusher piston. And as it turns off, it will still get power from the repeaters, because the block is still being powered, resulting in this piece of redstone getting powered. The result is you get basically twice the amount of timing out of the repeaters, so each repeater basically counts for 8 ticks this way. In a sense, at least that's you know, the short explanation. Anyway, power goes from here, just from there directly into our crusher piston like this, and that's basically how the crusher works. But yeah, that's the redstone stuff. It's all rigged up, so what I think we should do real quick here is just give it a test run. And all we really have to do is set it on hard, and then let the spiders come. I'll just stand here for like 5 minutes and see how many we get. Alright, we ran into a bit of trouble when I did this test. I figured out that spiders over here actually did take fall damage, even though I kind of thought I tested it and they didn't, but they do. So we had to fix that, and how we fixed that was we made this pool too deep to water sources. This water source is in the lower one, lower field, and in the upper one, so there's no downflow. Yes, that took a long time to do. I'm sitting. It's like 1:30 a.m. now, right now. So I've been up for a while. This has taken much longer than I thought it would. Anyway, we will turn this on. And I have blocked the other two spawners, so we will only get spawns from this one. Also, I fixed this, finally. I remembered doing it. Remember to do it. So that's done. So basically all the spawn rooms are now done. Complete. Ready to rock. So anyway, we will be standing here. Well, we will be encouraging these guys to go into the traps once in a while, like this, but none of those took damage. Let's see if the next bunch does. I think I'll give it like 2 spawn cycles and see if any of them lose. None of them lost HP. I don't know if you can hear it, but I've turned the sound down quite a bit because the spiders make a lot of noise. So I'm kind of going with what I can hear here. And no idea if any of those took damage, but there's a way we can figure out whether they did or not, and that is to turn on the what's it called, the crusher, and we actually have quite a few of them down there now. Okay, let's give it one more spawn cycle, and then we'll fire up the crusher, and then we'll see if any of them die. None of them should, because the crusher damage is actually consistent. As long as they all get crushed at the same time and none of them has lost any HP, it should get the same. They should all take the same amount of damage. Alright, so let's get these last guys in there. There we go. Alright, let's fire up the crusher. Alright, none of them died. And they all seem to die respectfully when we hit them. So, that's that. Now the other thing that was a problem was we kind of need to be able to get our loot. Otherwise we'll have that polluting stuff. And we won't be able to get it, of course. The fix I got for this, though, is quite simple, actually. I noticed the crusher actually could get the stuff up. So I basically just added a button there. Put 2 pieces of redstone, so now that button actually activates the crusher piston. And when you click the button, the loot flies up. Oh. And apparently stuff glitches in when you do that. Oh well. Anyway, if I stand here and do this, I get all the loot, which is pretty sweet. But again, we still have spiders glitching in, so that's not so sweet. Alright, I devised a quick fix here. It took a little bit more than I wanted it to, but here it is. Basically, we just added another closing shut-off piston, which basically shuts the spiders from this side off one earlier than the other one, the other side, which means that that the spiders can no longer crawl up into the piston arm, the piston arm. And the way we did this is basically with that idea that I came up with when we did the what's it called, the maintenance area for the wheat farms, the hidden staircase, and that is we lead power into this repeater, which powers the block, and the block powers this piston. At the same time, it powers this redstone line, which puts power into this redstone into this block, which powers this piston, and they both react at the same time. I tried to do it without a repeater, but actually it turns out that the signal is only like 1 or 2 blocks further, and it wasn't enough to get them both going. And also, in my attempt on doing so, I made a error over here. I destroyed a piece of redstone, so we just gotta put that back. But yeah, now finally everything works the way that we set out to do it. And we need to move that block. So this this farm is basically ready. We still need the lanterns, but we won't get those until we get to the Nether, which I hope we'll get soon. I'm kind of coming up with a quick fix for how we can do the portal room, because I need to do something before the portal room to get to the area where I want to put the portal room. It's a little bit complicated, but be assured that I do have a plan for it, and we will be going there soon. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this time, guys. I'm sorry we didn't get to do any aesthetics. I know a lot of you guys out there like that, but I will maybe do a short montage of it, show you a little bit of it next time, but I'll try not to do too much of it, because I kind of feel we've spent a lot of time on this. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.